Hello, and welcome to the introduction of Sage MyCommunicator for Outlook, a product that integrates your business activity in your Sage 300 software with the tool you use every day, Microsoft Outlook. By integrating the information in your Sage software into your email, MyCommunicator facilitates and tracks communication and creates accountability around completing everyday activities. In addition, MyCommunicator enables you to update your Sage 300 project or property accounting data right from within Outlook. We will step through demonstrating all of these benefits, but first, why develop MyCommunicator? In speaking with many construction and real estate professionals, it was found that email is the near universal standard for communication, and that much of their communication is around their business activity tracked in Sage 300. Specifically, people wanted help with creating communications that included their Sage 300 data, as well as finding a way to see what's been done to complete items and who's following up on them. They also wanted a more efficient way to take new information from an email message and update their Sage software, and most importantly, they wanted to do all of this from within the tool they already have, Microsoft Outlook. So how does it work? To start, items that may need your attention are already being delivered to your inbox via Sage 300 CRE My Assistant. As you know, My Assistant searches through a user's Sage 300 database and generates emails containing information that someone may need to review and act on. Examples include sending someone a list of vendors with expiring insurance, or a project manager receiving a list of unapproved change requests. Once you have the information in your inbox, you may need to act on it. The problem is you're working with a static table that's difficult to have actions performed on it, especially if you want to act on only one or two items in the entire list. With MyCommunicator, opening that same email turns the static list you normally get into a live grid, with its own set of actions that can be performed on any of the individual items in the list. So let's say you need some information from a coworker or someone outside the company about one or two specific cost codes. You can now select one or several from the list and forward them in a new email. This is useful for when you're seeking more information or just looking to have a discussion around some specific data. From here, you have the option of assigning someone responsibility and setting a due date. These steps create better accountability and follow-up and are a great tool to use with time-sensitive issues like vendors with expiring insurance. But let's say a couple of days have passed and you're wondering if anyone is following up on your original email. How do you know if anyone has done any work around it? Well, let's go back to the email. See how there's a colored star next to the cost code that you forwarded? That's because MyCommunicator automatically logs sent and received email messages that include the Sage 300 data generated from My Assistant. Because you forwarded this cost code in an email, you can see right here who you're waiting on and the date by which you expect to hear back. Now, if you want to see a complete log of all the activity around this item, you can double-click on that star. As emails associated with this cost code are exchanged, they will be logged in this record, which will be available to see by all MyCommunicator users with access. This is because the activity is tied directly to the cost code itself in the Sage database and not any one computer or email message. This is true regardless of the Sage item being discussed, whether it's a cost code, a vendor, a subcontractor, a tenant, a lease, or what have you. Now let's say you get a response which has new information to update in the Sage database. Instead of opening a Sage application to update the data, you can now update Sage right from Outlook. By clicking the Update Sage button in the ribbon, the live grid is displayed and asks you which item you'd like to update. Clicking on an item opens this window here where you can update Sage 300 data. You determine which fields will appear in this form and who can update them as part of the setup process. Once you've entered the updated information, clicking Update right here will write your changes back to the Sage database. Great times to use this include updating contact information for employees or for another company, as well as for finishing information that was incomplete, like entering in a value for a custom field that was previously blank. This helps you have more complete and up-to-date information in your Sage 300 database. Now, let's say another My Assistant email has been sitting in your inbox for a while. The problem with normal emails is that the information inside is static and can become outdated. Costs will increase, projected completion dates may change, and so on. With MyCommunicator, you can open an email from My Assistant and refresh the list to make sure you have the most current and accurate information at your disposal. Another problem for some people is that they feel like they get too much email as it is and don't want to spend all day digging through their inbox looking for certain messages. With the MyCommunicator log, you'll have all the items from all of your My Assistant emails in one place, with the added benefit of being able to perform the same actions as you would in a My Assistant email. By having everything in one place, it can be easier to stay organized and keep track of your data while being able to act faster across multiple items from different email messages. But who is MyCommunicator for? In short, the answer is almost anyone and everyone. If you have email conversations around information in your Sage 300 database, make requests of others and monitor tasks to make sure they get completed. Oversee or manage business activity, or update Sage 300 data when you receive new information, MyCommunicator is for you. So, to review, MyCommunicator brings you your project or property accounting data right into Microsoft Outlook, and it tracks activity and accountability around your business items like your vendors, RFIs, cost codes, lien waivers, leases, and so on. It also allows you to update information in your Sage database right from within Outlook. All of this put together in one product designed to make you more productive. Thank you for watching, and welcome to Sage MyCommunicator for Outlook.